Dinesh. We are now going to the evaluations. And to evaluate Julie's icebreaker speech, please welcome Dinesh.
Thank you, Arthur. What was the time of
Yes, Julie did 6:25. She just made it.
25, 6:30. To begin with, Julie was a fantastic icebreaker. I'll tell you that. You began with telling your name and then title of the speech, and then you talked about how your speech is going to be structured, the three parts that you talked about. Very good beginning that caught the attention of the audience. Very nice. And then you described all the three parts that comprised your speech. Talked beginning with your dad's garage, how he wanted to stay there by fixing the garage, making it comfortable for him. And then you switched from much of the talk to your career change 10 years ago, and then learning about the massage therapy, acupuncture, and then trying to get a break from that tiredness coming out of that school and all that stuff. And he gave a lot of information about your biking. And a few things were informative, such as pace line, keeping the distance between the biking. I also bike, but I didn't know about this, the distance, the carefulness that you have when you're biking together. The draft that's involved, where one person bikes in the front, he does much of the work, others follow, all that stuff. As I was saying, it was a good beginning. You presented it really well. Your presence was really good. You had a good facial expression. It was smiley all through. The pace was good. In fact, you didn't really speed up your speech. It was really good pace. Tonality was good. It's suitable for an icebreaker. Mild, I would say. The speech didn't require a lot of vocal variety, I would say. It was pretty good. Again, it's a very informative speech. In terms of the improvement, if I have to say, just one thing that I kind of didn't get is the arrangement of the contents. I thought it is heavy on what happened after you changed your career 10 years ago, and then much of the focus was on talking about what happened from then on. Too much of information was biking, but for me it didn't feel like an icebreaker where you have to talk about yourself, your family background and all that stuff. It didn't come to me as a complete icebreaker story. The career change aftermath, it felt like it belongs to a totally different story. You can make a good speech out of it. That's how it felt. But the rest of this speech was fantastic. I liked it very much.
Thank you, Dinesh. And we're going to move right on to the second evaluation, which is Kai's speech. Can you stand up while I'm talking to save time? And so I'd like to introduce to you Peter Ash.
This was Kai's fifth speech, and it should have illustrated the use of gestures. But Kai, you kept so close. Your arms were clutching your body. You were very nervous, I think. Now, it's funny to criticize this because in a way you might say, well, this is a gesture too. I'm trying to show how scared and diffident I felt. So I'm not sure whether that's something to criticize or not. One thing that I must criticize though is your such a heavy use of notes, which means that you couldn't have eye contact. And with part of what this project is about is establishing that rapport, not just with the words you say, but looking at the person and making that eye contact. That's the magic of public speaking. So I think it's fine to start out to say, I was very unsure of myself and I did not reach out to people. But by the end, I think you should be saying, and so I was able to reach out to people. To do a kind of Rob Cancer kind of So I would like to see you do this speech again. I don't want to be negative, but this was frankly not your best effort. I know you can do a lot better.
Thank you, Peter. Kai, I just wanted to say that I was very moved by your story. So I think the content of your speech was really good. And if you could learn that speech without the notes so that you had the hands to sort of move around and the eyes, that would be fantastic. So the next thing we're going to do